This video is sponsored by Squarespace. Stick around to the end of the video to hear more. I've been telling everyone I'm making a video about Dutch, but that was a lie. Well, not a lie, but like a trick. I tricked you. Ha! You all thought I was going to talk about the language Dutch, but really I meant the word Dutch. Seriously, it's a weird word. The language of France, French, Germany, German, Japan, Japanese. The Netherlands, which is also sometimes known as Holland, Dutch? Actually, come to think of it, why is it called the Netherlands? That's a weird name, and why are there two names for this place in popular usage? Well, nether means low, they're the lowlands. In fact, they have such low elevation that great amounts of the country are below sea level. In Dutch, the country is also called Nederland, the lowland. But really, that's silly, because it's not the only lowland, and the Low Countries don't just include the Netherlands. There's Belgium and Luxembourg as well. It's a whole geopolitical region. It's like if someone named their country after the whole continent they happen to be in. I couldn't imagine anyone ever doing that. The term Netherlands probably originated in the 1530s, in the French of the time, Pays d'Omba, including Luxembourg, Brabant, Flanders, Holland, Zeeland, Hainaut, and Artois. And there, you see, Holland was just a part of the Netherlands, and still is just a couple provinces today, North and South Holland. But as the most powerful and influential county in the region, Holland became a term used both within and without the Low Countries as a stand-in for the Netherlands over the following centuries. The Kingdom of the Netherlands was first formed in 1815 in the aftermath of the Napoleonic Wars, and included Belgium and Luxembourg. Then in 1830, Belgium, most of which was known as the Southern Netherlands or Catholic Netherlands, broke away from the rest of the country in the Belgian Revolution, being angered by their lack of autonomy and the disproportionate political power of the North, among other factors, including religious ones. And the Kingdom of the Netherlands still exists. And it's not the same as the Netherlands. In fact, the Netherlands is one of the 4 countries within the Kingdom of the Netherlands, the others being Sint Maarten, Aruba, and Curaçao. In Dutch, the word for Dutch is Nederlands. It's directly related to the name for the country and the region, etc. In most languages, it's either referred to as basically Netherlandish or Hollandish, but in English, Dutch is almost always referred to as, well, it's Dutch. That doesn't really work well. Wikipedia actually says English is the only language to use Dutch as an adjective for the Netherlands, which would be a really cool factoid if they'd include any source to back that claim up. Still, I can't think of a counterexample. It's a really weird name for the Netherlandish language to have. Both Dutch and English come from proto-Germanic, where the reconstructed word theodor probably meant popular, national, of the people, in turn from the proto-indo-european theota, tribe. In German, this eventually becomes Deutsch, the word for of the people being used for our people, and the language of our people. Probably by analogy with this use, the Dutch word for German is also Deutsch. In Old English, that Proto-Germanic word became Theod, people or race. In Middle English, we get Dutch loaned from Middle Low German, where it referred to the entire belt of dialects across Germany and the Netherlands. Thus, Dutch became a word for continental, non-Scandinavian Germanic languages. Dutch, Low German, High German, the whole lot. This old use is preserved in the existence of names like Pennsylvania Dutch, where German immigrants established communities in America and were labeled as Dutch. But in Britain, and later by analogy in the United States, the sense of the word Dutch narrowed, beginning in the 17th century. This narrowing of the word happens as the Dutch become a major enemy and rival of the English. There were 4 anglo-Dutch wars in the 17th and 18th centuries. In 1688, the Glorious Revolution saw a Dutch nobleman, William of Orange, successfully invade England and rule as its king until his death. Throughout a lot of this time, the Dutch Republic dominated international trade and commerce. Just as the regional power of Holland caused its meaning to expand and encompass the area around it, the global power of the Netherlands caused the meaning of the word Dutch to narrow, focusing on the center of power, the most important semantic connotation that word had in the collective consciousness of the English of the time. Ultimately, the story of the word Dutch is one of power shaping language, and that's why I find it fascinating. And if you want the power to shape your online presence, then you need help from this video's sponsor, Squarespace. Squarespace is an easy-to-use website builder with flexible templates and a next-generation website design system Fluid Engine, which allow you to customize and create a website based on your individual needs, while still looking professional and stylish. Use blogging tools to share photos, videos, and updates on your website, while inbuilt analytics let you use insights into your site traffic and top keywords to improve your marketing strategies and grow your business. And if all that isn't enough, there's a range of vetted, third-party tools you can use through Squarespace extensions. Go to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/KCline to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this video, and I'll see you in the next one.